Jeff Neal, Carlos Prates. Another fight on the main card, another fun one. Jeff Neal fights absolutely everybody. He's the underdog in this one. I think he should be the underdog. I know he's been around. I know he's still a good opponent. Like, it's not like he ain't no walk in the park for nobody. But you know what I mean? I think there's a... If you want to be at the top, you need to try and get around Jeff Neal. Like, that's sort of like... He is good enough to take out prospects. You know what I mean? There's going to be prospects, and he's more than good enough to take them out. So you need to be the real deal to get through him. So Carlos Prates, very dangerous guy, very exciting. One thing I like about this, I was talking about Kaya Sakura and your Diego Lopez. When there's your pure offense, it helps with your accuracy, it helps with your timing of counters and that, because that's all you're focused on. Carlos Prates is going to be another one of those guys because he's got this sort of careless sort of attitude. Obviously, he cares. He puts the work in. I know they train hard over there at the Fighting Nerds. They don't mess about. So he's putting the preparation. You see him smoking. They've got stories of, he's just sitting there. So everyone knows he's just smoking. Like, man, in Vegas... Steve Aoki, a couple of the boys, drinking with him. Just a cool dude. Just couldn't care less. That type of vibe. And you see that in the fights, which gives you freedom. When you have that careless sort of attitude in there, that confidence, while you're an offensive fighter, dangerous. That's why you see him getting so many finishes. Are there opportunities for him to get caught, to get clinched up? 100%. 100%. Will Jeff Neal focus on that? Yeah. Could he capitalize and counter someone coming in aggressive? Yeah, for sure. So before I get into this, I like to sort of give you, sort of where I'm going with this. I'm leaning towards a Carlos Prates. He's a favorite. Sportsbet have him at $1.38. Jeff Neal at $2.99, $3. So almost a pretty heavy favorite. And I think he should be a favorite. But let's get into this. Let's look at a bit of... Jeff Neal has fought everybody. Fought the best of the best. Gives a lot of people... There you go. You see him giving Belal Muhammad a lot of trouble. Belal Muhammad is a very safe fighter. And he was landing some big shots. See him putting hands on... Thompson, that ain't easy to do. Finding Thompson is hard to do. Obviously, some people can do it. Obviously, he's been caught. But, again, when we talk about someone like of Michael Venom Page, who is so good at the distance, trying to find him, it can be very hard. So he's capable of that. Remember that. Let's have a look at some of his highlights. Southpaw. So we've got to remember, great 1-2. A great 1-2. Again, right there you've seen a few highlights. Basic 1-2s. Could that be effective for Carlos Prates? Because Carlos is very aggressive. Could him come aggressive with you and you just run a 1-2, Southpaw 1-2? You've got to remember, Southpaws, I guarantee Fighting Nerds are smart. They've got guys there that are Southpaws. They're aware of this. But... a powerful dude like Jeff Neal wanting to just put a 1-2 straight down the middle while you're coming in aggressive could definitely land. Remember, massive underdog. Can he put hands on Carlos? 100%. Only for the best. Look at the guys he's fighting. Shavkat, Belal Muhammad, Thompson. All of them. Got a big left kick. Oof. Big left kick. Southpaw using that left kick. That could be options. Carlos Prates is going to be tough. Things like that might be hard to do. But look at that power on the inside. Power on the inside. If he was fighting a Michael Venom Page and stuff like that, again, I'm saying that stuff's that's going to be hard to find. Carlos Prates, he's a gamer. In your face. Looking for this. But again, while you're looking for this, you could almost say it is a basic movement, very effective, but it can be quite basic. While you're trying to find just this 1-2, are you running into big strikes? The guys over there Fighting Nerds, incredible timing, incredible movement, and not when I say movement, even though he's aggressive, when he's looking for big counters, his chin's not just sitting in the air. Not from what I remember. We'll go look at some of Pratez's stuff, but he's going to put himself in safer positions. He's going to know when to fire. If you come at basic strikes, I guarantee you these guys over there fighting nerds, or they've seen that stuff many times. You don't have a highlight reel for no reason, unless you know how to capitalize on some basic 1s, 2s and stuff like that. When people start throwing big problems, like with Carlos Prates, the last fight with Ian Gary, I picked Ian Gary. I just knew his movement, timing, and that was going to be very, very hard for Carlos. So I picked him on there because, again, this is different. He's a veteran. Jeff Neal's fought everybody. He's a powerhouse. Is that going to be enough? Could be. Could definitely catch him. But my money would probably be on a Carlos Prates to do some damage. So anyway, let's move on to, look, he's fought everybody. Jeff Neal's fought everybody. Carlos Prates. Let's look at some of his highlights. We used to train with him in Thailand as well. Again, cool dude. And just got better and better and better. Now he's just on absolute tear. Here's some of his earlier fights. I don't want to go too much on his earlier fights. See this sort of stuff here? Both southpaw. Both southpaw, by the looks of it here. So that sort of stuff right there, I don't know if... obviously very dangerous. Is that going to be enough for Jeff Neal? Not so much yet, but these are these early days. I know he's gotten much better. So let's see some of his later stuff. Nice kicks. Look, in a position, again, a lot of people looking at it like he's there to be hit. Yeah, but he's ready to find opportunities to swing. Leave any openings? Can he get caught there, right? Is there going to be openings for Jeff Neal? 100%. So that's why I told you I'm leaning towards a Jeff Neal. But let's watch a few more. Again, these are earlier days. Very aggressive. I should be watching whole fights, not just highlights. There's some big shots. Long. You could see him. He's long. I like how he... if you look at... see, like he's long. He's sort of leaning there and he just goes, boom, pokes that really long. He adds like an extra half a foot on his strikes there because of that sort of lean forward. It's a little bit offbeat. It's like he doesn't like do a full load. He'll just go there, boom, and just goes dook. So he's ready to pull back if he has to, but then sometimes just poke a 1-2 straight down from a pretty long way away. They're both southpaw. Who's better there? Southpaw and southpaw. They don't see that every day, right? Does the stuff that always works on an orthodox work on a southpaw? I don't know. But it's going to be interesting. Let's keep looking. Boom. See what I mean? He was in position, didn't load, boom. I love that. Look, let's go back to that. Watch what I mean. Boom. Now watch this. As I told you, he leans forward and then doesn't pull back and load. He just... mechanically, whoop, just extends it. Watch here. Boom. See that? No load at all. In position. You remember, he's been in that position a bit. So it's hard to see. It's hard to read. It isn't like, I'm going to get in a position and fire. Easy to read. He's sitting here playing around here, throwing his jab here and there, pulling himself back maybe, going here, and then sometimes just goes boom. Finds that timing of, whether you're, doing some movement. Thank you. Boom. Good timing. Again, easy to see for someone who's got a careless sort of attitude. A guy that just smokes wherever, do whatever I want. Got my eye on the target. I'm going to find it. That's all I care about. All right, let's see a little bit more. I want to find some of his later fights. I like that post here. Ready to just extend that too. Boom. Nice and good knee. I've seen him use that a couple of times as well. Really good that. I've seen a couple of them guys over there. They use it real good. Manipulate that hand, right? Where people are, whether they're grabbing it, they're trying to find their way around it. But A lot of people just don't like it. It's like, here, let me have my arm back so I can, do my thing. It just sometimes throws a bit, especially when they're not just touching or posting and firing straight away. It's like a look. It's, it's a bit of a feeling thing, pretending to fire off it, flying, boom, finding the right time to go. Little creative stuff like that. I think could be something that we see in this fight. I think, again, Geoff Neal's seen a lot, but that knee was incredible. I just like that hand fighting sort of strategy there. I know the boys over there, fighting nerds, are quite good at it. They like to play at that hand. Boom. Even fakes the two and throws in there up the top. Again, see? Pure offense. Dangerous. Boom. Shows that. Thank you. Boom. Whether he was planning on throwing that or he was about to, seeing his hands are up, oh no, I'll go the knee. Again, pure offense. Doesn't think about what's coming back at me. Is here, oh wait, he wants to put that, all right, I'll throw the knee up there. That's the stuff that's dangerous. Dangerous. Here's another one. Calm. They're both going to be in front of each other. See that 1-2, but that's orthodox, not southpaw. Southpaw, we've got Geoff Neal. Ooh, there's that knee again. He likes that knee. He's got to be careful of 1-2 down the pipe while he's throwing that. Oh, here's a good one. Is that knee going to be there against a southpaw and southpaw? Woody's not that knee. Yeah, now your whole shot selection changes on a southpaw and southpaw. You're used to open stance, yeah? Southpaw orthodox. You got your rear hand, rear leg, rear knee that you got the open side. You're open if you're going for kicks and knees. It's open. Now I've switched. Now, different targets. But when you've got pure offense on your mind and he's looking for them targets, is that things he's going to see better than Geoff Neal? I think so. All right, I think that's enough for me. Oh, man, I just have underdogs, man. I like an underdog. This gets me going every time. But Carlos Prates, man, I'm going all the favourites here. I think I'm going to have to go the favourite again. Again, they're doing great work. Are there holes that he's going to see? 100%. I like he's very long in his strikes. Can Geoff Neal find him with them powerful punches? Yeah. Is that enough to go to him, even though because he's the underdog? Yeah. I mean, it depends on the day. There's probably days that I would go on Geoff Neal and take that underdog slice there. But I'm going to go with the favourite again. I'm feeling favourites today. Maybe in the next ones, I'm not. We'll see. But I'm going to go with Carlos Prates. I'm going to go him for a victory. Can he get the finish 100%? He's always looking for it. Man, Geoff Neal's tough though, but he's at enough damage to get the decision. I think so. I think he's going to throw more things, whether it's leg kicks. He might get hurt. Does he get finished before that happens? I think if it goes to the decision, I'm leaning more towards Carlos because I think Carlos Prates is going to find more damaging shots because they're both going to be there to be hit. But I will go with Carlos Prates for the win here. It's going to be a fun one, that one. Cannot wait for that one. Southpaw and southpaw. Remember I said the southpaw and southpaw. Please look at that. Let's see what tools they start to use. Let's see who capitalizes on that the best. I think that's going to be a key factor in this. Who is better, southpaw and southpaw? Who is better at changing their usual techniques against an orthodox fighter? They've got a lot of tools that they like to use, a lot of open shots, a lot of setups that they usually do. That all changes now. Let's see who does that better. In the comments after the fights, let me see if you notice things. I'll try and get back to you and see if we can notice these things together. What's up, guys? Volk here. Hey, if you're liking what you're seeing, make sure you like, subscribe, click on the bell to keep yourself notified. I appreciate every single one of you.